Segment sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Local high school football is the highlight of the fall season around here, and the folks at Farm Bureau Insurance know how local football games bring our local communities together each week. And this morning we want to welcome Waco Fields from the Johnson City office of Farm Bureau and Travis McMurray from the Colonial Heights Farm Bureau office. Today time to talk about tonight's Westridge versus Science Hill game and about Farm Bureau's local community involvement. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
It is game day.
It is game day.
It is game day. We've got Science Hill versus Westridge. You all kind of got your favorites there. Talk to us about tonight's game. How excited are you for this matchup?
You want?
Either one of them.
It's a big deal. You know, it's a cool day out there, and the leaves are changing.
It feels like football.
It feels like football season.
Yeah.
These guys are both coming in at 6-2 records.
Right.
And it turns out the coaches have actually been longtime friends, so it's actually a rivalry between friends coming in there for tonight's game. But it's going to be, I think, one of the best games out there.
6-2 teams, and this means a lot in the standings as far as getting seeded for the playoffs and things of that nature.
It does, Chris. You know, tonight's game I think is going to be very pivotal for both teams. You know, Science Hill still has Dobbins Bennett to play later,
right?
And then Westridge still has to play Jeff County. So it's going to be, tonight's game means a lot.
All of these games, they're right down the end here, mean a lot getting you ready for the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And talk to us about, you know, Science Hill had a big injury last week, but they're getting. I mean, it's next man up mentality. You got to get ready for Westridge.
Yeah, the loss of Ian Mathis. I think is going to. It's not going to change a whole lot for the coaches and the team and the way that they go into tonight's game because, like you said, it's the next man up. But that was really a big loss for Science Hill. Because,
yes. And we wish him well on his recovery. Yes.
And actually, I spoke with his dad this morning. They are on their way today to get some more looks from to what they need to do, and we wish him well. We do.
Right. And Westridge, excited to be in this position, 6-2. That's a great season so far.
Absolutely. They had a big game last week with over 400 yards rushing. So,
wow.
Yeah, I think Waco may be surprised. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes.
So do y'all have a little rivalry going on here?
We do.
A little bit. He's pretty confident. But
we do. And you know, it's kind of a tough spot for me because I've got a lot of friends there at Westridge. I've got a lot of friends at Science Hill. Stacy Carter, a personal friend.
Right.
You know, Anthony Richardson over at the AD at Westridge, a great person.
There's a lot of ties.
There is so many ties. It's the coaches, at one time, I think probably more than half the coaches at Westridge and at Science Hill were all coaching on the same team.
Man, that's incredible.
It is incredible.
And, you know, that speaks to this, and I mentioned that briefly in the intro. There's a lot of community involvement here from both sides of the equation here. That's what Farm Bureau is all about, being out in the communities and taking care of folks.
Correct. We really want to I guess we're using the football game as a focus of what we actually do out in the communities. But, you know, we do the Player of the Week football presentation. We do that because, you know, we want to bring some recognition to these kids that work hard, you know, and kind of do the above and beyond things. We also look at some different outreach things that we do, programs we're involved in, sponsorships that we do. We just want to give back to the community as much as we can.
Yeah. And Farm Bureau Insurance has lots of services that folks need, don't they?
100%, yep. So they were founded on helping your neighbor out over 100 years ago, and that's something we still do. So we partner with Shooting for Hunger that helps feed the needy kids, and it all goes back into local communities. We just raised money for St. Jude, over $27,000 for this local region, and that goes directly to St. Jude's. But yeah, we're all about pitching in and helping other Tennesseans make it through the day. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick before we run out of time here. Score prediction for tonight?
Oh, I'm going to go Science Hill 28-14. It's going to be a game.
And for you?
I'm going to go 21 Westridge, 14 Science Hill.
All right.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of scoring, but some scoring there. All right, folks. It is Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Waco Fields right here in Johnson City on Princeton Road. Got all the information if you need to contact him. Travis McMurray right up the street there on Fort Henry Drive. If you need insurance, you need to call, you've got questions, give them both a call. And coming up, the Johnson City Symphony Orchestra is getting into the Halloween spirit this weekend. We'll have a preview of their Halloween Spooktacular concert next on Daytime Tri-Cities. The preceding segment sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee.